Good morning, guys. It's Jules. Time for another stitch with me. Goodness gracious. Trying a new setup today for my stitching. I think it's going to be more comfortable for me. And honestly, this is such an easy peasy setup. I'm thinking, why have I not been doing it this way? But, got everything stuck. There we go. We're working on Stormtrooper today. And I hadn't done any work on this. After all that work I did last week, I haven't done any work on it this week. So let's just make sure we get this right in a good spot. And so, but I was like, what can I do today for the stitch with me? And something that I wanted to work on some darker colors, just because it shows up so much better on a video, so you guys can see a lot more clearly. The birds are out, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. It's pretty early. It's like sunrise here. Very red sky this morning, which sailor's warning, right? So had to do this early because we're gonna head up into Foothills a little bit today and go to a golden retriever meetup with Zuzu. It's supposed to be like a ton of golden retrievers, this thing, so probably do some sort of the pet video, the zoo channel, the Zuzu channel. Are they mad? They're not mad, they're just talkative. What's up, puppy bees? Boo-boos? Anyways. Whew, been getting a lot of stitching done this week, though. Seriously. Super happy about that. Super, super happy. All I did yesterday was stitch. I worked on Apothecary Shop and Waterloo place. And I think that might have been it. I did a lot of work in Apothecary Shop, trying to push towards that page finish. I've worked on some old map 2. I've worked on Dachshund, Reaper. Now I'll have this. I really want to pull out baseball and work on baseball. Here we go. Here we go. Stitching like a maniac. Maniac. Good gracious. I didn't do a whole lot of anything yesterday. Should have recorded the video yesterday. Had the day off, but kind of wrenched my neck again. It was real tight all day. Actually, it wasn't probably wrenching my neck. I think my shoulder was sore. And a lot of work-related stuff and whatnot. So I stretched and did some different things. And eventually, this morning, I woke up feeling a lot better. So so I'm able to do this. Hooray! Today is also the day of the Super Bowl, although I don't plan on watching it unless as I keep an eye on the score. If the Rams are doing well, I might tune in, but I'm not planning on watching it. And it's just me being a poor sport about the whole thing. I'm just kind of tired of the Patriots always being there. And so there's some hockey this morning, which I'll probably record and then watch this afternoon when we get back from the golden retriever thing. Maybe. I watched a lot of bird videos yesterday. And the more I watch bird videos, the more I appreciate them and like them, and the more I realize that I should never have one, just because I don't think I could provide, like, well, these guys are different. These guys have each other and talk to each other a lot. I'm up and down and all around, and gotta make sure you give the dogs so much attention, and that I wouldn't want to bring a bird in and not give it the kind of attention that it needed. That would not be good. Wait a minute, time out. Okay. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. So I hadn't started anything new. Going back, I jumped a stitch, so now I'm going back. Hadn't started anything new, but I strongly want to. Strongly want to. I just haven't pushed myself to do that quite yet. I need to get caught up on, I'm going to do the comments video later today. I need to get caught up on all your comments. I've seen a few of them. Peace Rose, I did get the package. I'm going to email you, but I did get that package. I just don't go to the P.O. box very often, but got it, and thank you so much. It's awesome. But I do need to, hopefully by now you'll see this, that you've already gotten the email. Birds talking. Birds talking. My husband took Bailey and Zuzu to the dog park yesterday, and I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. You should do that. Good, have fun, because I was kind of sore and I didn't really want to go. And I didn't even think about the fact that, we've had snow cover for almost 2 weeks now, and it's finally getting warm enough for it to melt. Apparently there were some really nice, large mud, like mud ponds at the dog park, and the dogs came back thoroughly muddy. That was funny. Oh boy, because definitely either one of them, if they can find a puddle of mud to lay in, they will. They love it. Someday I'll finish this page, and I'll think back and go, this page took so long, but it was worth it. Confetti stitching. Not a lot of fun. And I've jumped all over on this page, but I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot in the end. I think I'll still finish it pretty readily. I mean, I got stuff to fill in different spots, but that'll be alright. No biggie deal. I think I'm going to order floss off of Everything Cross Stitch this time. I haven't used them before for that. I just want to try it out. But instead of trying to remember all the time to go to the one of my local craft stores, I figured, why don't I just go ahead and methodically go through everything I need and order some floss, and that would be good. So I gotta get that done today. Snag. Snag. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's going. Good. It's going. I'm not much of a morning person, so if I don't seem very woo, it's because it's morning. Very, very early. Oh, sun's coming up. It's gone from red to a light pink and blue. So pretty. How is it February already? That's just crazy. It's already flying by. Although I do enjoy spring, so we'll see. We'll see spring come along soon. Ah. did it again. I skipped a stitch. I'm a stitch skipper. Stitch skipper. There we go. Rock and roll. Goodness gracious. Watching a bunch of videos yesterday. Well, I told you about the birds. Watched some dog ones too. Watched a lot of the Carlin brothers, Super Carlin brothers. Didn't really watch any hockey last night. Just not in the mood to watch hockey. Gotta get there. I'll get there. By the time, I always, for whatever reason, in January, December and January, just go through this like, I don't want to watch hockey right now kind of rut. Primarily just, I don't know, I think the season's a bit too long, and I mean, football season is done, and where'd that go? I don't know where that went. It went somewhere. Doobity-doobity-doo. Doobity-doobity-doobity-doo. Now I'm going to go way up here. I'm being crazy. Go way up here. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-doop. I guess the good news is that I didn't buy any patterns this week. So I haven't lost ground in terms of stitching. We ordered a couple packages of bees for arrival in late April, and we're gonna put them in a couple of our empty hives down at the ranch, and hopefully between doing that, you know, the experience we have of what to do, what not to do, this is what it's going to be like, what, our 4th season, I think, of beekeeping, and doing a lot better job with the water supply. That's huge. That was definitely the reason why they did not do well last year. It was not enough water. So hopefully between just offering them more water and might plant some wildflower seeds down near their near where the hives are. Give them some wildflowers earlier in the season, hopefully. Hopefully we'll do a bit better, have a better job of getting the honey this time. It's all a learning process. It's definitely it has to be a love. You know, you really got to love what you're doing with these things, because if you don't, you'll give up. You've got to really love it. My husband loves it, and that's why he has continued to work at it, study, improve. So on the blog, I'm going to put a page on there, a bit of basics about beekeeping, in case anybody's interested. Still working on that, but getting there. Getting there. Boop-a-doop-a-doo, boop-a-doop-a-doo. Boop-a-doop-a-doo-boop-a-doo. It's gonna be awesome. I hope this is what this next page is like. Like a lot of the same darks, a lot of the same whites, just over and over. I can stitch this way. I can. I totally can. thought about doing the Chicago Bears project this morning, but Stormtrooper was just more readily available, kind of calling me, so it's all good. It's all good. Can't wait to see Zuzu having a blast at this thing today. No. She's gonna have so much fun. She just likes getting out, seeing people. People are fun, she says. Oops, people are her favorite kind of animals. They are. She's not much for other dogs. It's unfortunate. I think a lot of that is just because our dogs tend to kind of ignore her to a large extent, except for Fargo. Well, Fargo doesn't ignore her. Fargo just growls at her all the time. Oh, did I lose my needle? There it is. Nah, Doogie is her friend, and Jelly is her friend, so it's important. And Bailey's her friend. But she's a lot to handle. As we all know, she's a lot to handle. Football. 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 Wow. Is that an alarm? Good gracious, that was loud. There's this bird video. It's I think it's my favorite bird video. I like it when birds kind of lose their minds and just start yelling. And they just yell nonsense, you know. And there's this one where this bird's kind of clomping around up and down this hallway. And it's just, I don't know if he's upset or what, but he's running around talking about how they have bed rats. 4 bed rats in our bed. I'm so angry. Call Sarah. Sarah's football's on, Sarah. Stuff like that. And it's just, oh my God. It's so funny. Birds are funny. But birds are also a lot of work. So that is truly why it's not going to happen. I get less cross-stitching done than I already do. I bet the bird would be all over the cross-stitching. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp. All right. Oh, it's starting to get light outside. I'm starting to wake up a little bit. It's good. It's a good day. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see here. Did I do this right? It's too early in the morning to do a loop, right? Isn't it? I still don't do this as a matter of regular, as a matter of like just doing stuff regularly. I don't know why. I guess I don't mind the other way. It's just the way that I've always done it, and it works good for me. I don't mind if the back of my projects are kind of a mess. Well, not a mess, but I mean, it's kind of a mess, but there's confetti stitching on this page, so what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Sailor? Sailor. It's all Sailor talking. He's got a lot to say. Okay. So I'm reading this book right now. Well, I'm not reading it. I'm listening to audiobooks while I'm stitching. Trying to get back into that a little bit. And started listening to this book called Beneath a Scarlet Sky. It's historical fiction about this boy who basically grows up in World War II fascist Italy. But really it's about like the years during the war when he was there. And it's kind of... there's a lot of it that's based on real facts and whatnot, but then some of it obviously isn't, because by the time they interviewed the guy, he was like in his 90s, and they had the basics of kind of what he was involved with, but not, you know, not all the details and whatnot. So, ow, stab myself. That was fun. Not. I wonder if they can hear the birds outside. I think they can. I think that's who they're talking to. Yeah, there's somebody outside the window talking. It's funny. Partial stitch there. I'm going to go over it, do a better job. And there. There we go. Slightly better. We watched Coco again last night. So we were drifting off to sleep. Although I ended up staying up because I wanted to watch the whole thing. Oh, I love that movie. Love that movie so much. So much heart. So much heart. Bed rats. Bed rats. Mm-hmm. Boop boop. Boop 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 boop. Bad rats. Let's highlight. Gee whiz. I'm just stitching on like a crazy person, not bothering to check what I'm doing. Oh, I also need to add more toys into these little lovebirds. I don't know how much they play with them. I don't hear them playing with these things very often, so it's hard to say. But I think I should rotate the toys in their cage. Well, my head's not quite 100%. I still can't turn it all the way to the right. Gots to go to the chiropractor, probably. Get my head put back on straight. You know what I really like? Now hold on a second. I really like having all my whips up, all my projects up on this board, even though they're not all up there. As far as ones that I'm contemplating starting, and I don't have the blended projects up there, I keep forgetting to make a copper. And I like it because I can look at it and go, what have I not worked on in a while? And bring that, sorry, I think I hit the camera, and bring that out. So like that's where like baseball is coming from. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking, so, uh-oh, got tied in there. Hello. Baseball season's getting ready to start. Pitchers and catchers report soon. And where, oh where, is Bryce Harper going to play? It's kind of unusual. Still doesn't have a job. He's probably going to go back to Washington. Nobody else seems to want to pay the money for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not a good thing. You should sign a short-term deal. Try everything again in a couple of years. Okay, I'm going to tie this off. It was not as much fun as that first long piece. That was a much shorter piece. Oh, man. Chirp, 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 chirp. Let's see here. I think I'm just going to grab two. Yeah, I cut that a little too short. I got it. Yeah, okay. Roll with it, baby. There we go. Put that over there. Yeah, we're going to go back old school. To the old way here. Come on. Come on, eyeballs. I gotta find that new pair of reading glasses that I got, because they're so much stronger than the ones that I'm using right now. The ones I got from the optometrist last year. Yeah. That was lucky. That was a lucky strike there. Oh man, so we were watching some early commercial previews for the Super Bowl, and I'm already going to say that my favorite is the Amazon commercial with Harrison Ford. It's cute. It's cute. Oh, that was another thing too. I was watching the videos and there was this parrot that was always talking to Alexa for the Amazon thing. It was, Alexa, turn on all the lights. Alexa, turn off all the lights. And the lights on, lights off. Like, oh man. It's kind of funny. Did you guys see Arnold Schwarzenegger's son lately? Well, he's got sons and daughters, but it's the one that he had with the illegitimate one from the maid, with the maid, I should say, who honestly looks the most like him and takes after him the most. Seems like, I think he's, what, like 21, 22 now or something? He's starting to bodybuild. And holy cow, definitely has some of his dad's genes. He's not taking the supplements that his dad took. Good golly, sailor. He's not taking those, but well, now they're quiet. But he still looks, it's like, dang. I mean, you can just see the, you know, there's some people that, for whom building muscle is just easy. Comes a lot easier to them. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking, lost in my own thoughts. Boop doop doo. We only have like 5-6 weeks till Captain Marvel, and then a month after that for Avengers. Woohoo! Excited. Super excited. I wonder how many people are going to be there today. I bet you there's probably a couple hundred golden retrievers that show up at this thing. Should be pretty crazy. Zuzu's going to love it. Absolutely love it. Oops. No oops. No oops. No oopsies. Doop boop boo. Boop 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 boo. True. So nice having one solid color, so much to stitch on this project. So nice. Still haven't gotten my orange Baker Mayfield jersey from China. It's taken a little extra time. He did not win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Saquon Barkley won that, and he deserves it, but golly gee willikers, I'm always going to go with a quarterback over a running back. It's just a much harder position. But that's okay. Saquon's a good dude. Buddha, 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 Buddha. It's gonna be, it's like, I think it's 2 years this month that we're having since I started this channel. Can't believe it. 2 years? I'm pretty sure it's 2 years, because when I was writing, I wrote that article and I put out this past week about my cross-stitching journey, how I got into it, and how it went from tiny little projects to these massive, crazy ones, and I enjoyed the trip back through time, and I was looking back, I'm like, all right, when did I publish my first video? And I'm pretty sure it was February of 2017. I'm thinking, holy cow, that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think I had just finished the New York Street 1919 one, and I was just starting to do a couple different projects at once, and that exploded. Found so many awesome patterns. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I did it again. I think if I tend to do something wrong, I tend to not slide into the proper hole. I kind of go a little bit to the left and cut it off in the middle. Go right through the fabric for some reason. Whoops. I suppose that's where the embroidery needles might come in a little handy, but I like my pointy tip needles. Somebody's barking down the street. That's not good. It's too early in the morning to be a barking. So the Super Bowl is in Atlanta, and that's where roughly where I grew up. I grew up further north of there. But the one thing I really appreciate the guy that owns the team is, I may have talked about this before, but when they built that stadium, they basically initiated sort of a fans first concessions sort of thing, where like a soda, like a large soda is like $3, and you get free refills for as long as you're there, which is ridiculous. Hot dogs are like $2.50. Slice of pizza is like $3. I mean, it's the millions that they probably lose out on every year by not overpricing their concessions. It's a lot of money lost. But, I don't know, that's just really awesome of Arthur Blank, who owns the Falcons. He also owns, or president or whatever, of Home Depot. And so he just made sure that, he makes enough money, I suppose, and everything else. Doesn't need to worry about overcharging on concessions, and they're not raising the prices for the Super Bowl, so it's crazy. And the tickets were supposedly going to be really cheap too, compared to normal Super Bowls, just because they felt like there would be a lot more availability, because they said Rams fans don't travel. I don't know if they're going to be there or not. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be there, but Patriot fans may or may not go just because they've gone to so many. Again, let's go back to how I'm probably not watching it. Probably not. Unless the Rams are killing it. There's a lot of Georgia players from where I went to school. A lot of University of Georgia players playing today, though, which is pretty cool since it's in Atlanta. So hopefully that means a lot of their families are there and friends, and we'll see. We shall see. Whoop, getting a snag. Hitting a snag, and the snag is gone. The snag is gone. I wish I was a coffee drinker, but I love the smell of coffee. I just can't stand the taste. Even when you put all the sugary and creamy stuff in there, I still can't stand it. It's too bitter. I'll probably like it when I get older. Get a little older, I'll be like, I'm a coffee drinker. I like the smell of coffee. Coffee candles are really good. There's like a caramel vanilla latte candle out there that I really like. What are you doing, sailor? How did you get on the other side anyway? What did you do? Hop over your brother? Oh, and he did it again. Let me highlight a little here. Chirp, 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 chirp. Chirp, chirp. Do 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 do. We still have snow on the ground. We've had snow on the ground for over 2 weeks now, which is really unusual for Colorado. At least here, up in the mountains, I'm sure it's different, but it's a lot different here. Watching the birds. Sailor is kind of a bully. Yeah, I need to freak him out, move everything around today, give him something to explore. Gotta tell you, remember I was addicted to that one video game? Or that one game I had on my phone? Venture Capitalist or whatever it was. It was just very addictive, and I wasted so much time for, like, I don't know, the month that I have that on my phone. Oy. I mean, I needed a bit of a break, but oh my gosh. And I literally just, like, one day I was just playing with it and laying there playing with it, and I was like, I would get so much more done if I just stopped playing this game. So I immediately, like, got out of the game and deleted it off my phone. And that was, like, the best decision ever. Oh, man. I waste too much time playing that game. Especially when it came to stitching. Oh my gosh. There was like that month there where I was like, I had Thursdays, and I was trying to stitch on Thursdays. And what would happen is they released a new mini game that would start at like 11 o'clock my time. And the mini game would only go for like 3 or 4 days. And I was always trying to like figure out how to be in like the top so many thousand whatever players or whatever. And I do that, and boop. For a second I was like, oh my gosh, did I just stitch all this with the wrong color? I didn't. But I was all like, oh my goodness, you know, I found when I, like I said, when I finally deleted it, it was just like, it's like my head came out of a cloud, and I was just, it was just dumb. It was just like, I just wasted so much time. I mean, I can do that, you know, when I'm retired or whatever. Okay, I just messed that up. And, but I don't need to be, I have an addictive personality, in case you guys didn't know that. I tend to kind of go all in on things. All in. And, I mean, I don't get one dog, I get 7. I don't have just dogs, I have all the animals. I don't have a couple cross-stitch patterns, I have dozens. Well, I don't know if I could say dozens, but at least a couple dozen, right? Maybe 3. That's dozens. Okay, what did I do with the needle? There it is. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, now they're both eating. It's so cute. It's funny how they just decide, hey, let's go eat together. So I had a little pair. They're like both over there eating. Little fatties. How you doing there, Sailor? You doing okay, buddy? Golly, they're so funny. Oh, boy. Now I feel like I'm starting to wake up a little bit. Doop 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 doo. Doop 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 doo. I do like this filming method way better than the last ones. It's less stressful on my neck, which is good. Which is good. I need to clean this bird cage too. Right, birds? Birds are like, yeah. Yeah. Oops, almost got off there. There we go. Doop 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 boo boo. Yeah, I'm going to be almost down to the bottom corner here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Doop 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 doo. Ah, sorry. Hit the phone. That one a little low. That's okay. That's okay. Yep, stitch that one. That was a great stitch. Little low down there, a little to the left up here. It's my glasses, I think. I think I'm going to need me, well, I don't need me new pair of glasses. I got better readers that I just need to put on. This is really funny. Wait, are these? Yeah, these are my readers. They're just not strong enough anymore. Oh my gosh, my eyes are deteriorating. They're deteriorating. They're so dang cute. The birds. I need to get more crickets for Carter, too. He's been hanging out on the left side of the glass for about 3 days now. And he's finally moving. He started moving yesterday, so he'll probably be on the back of the glass. I need to get a bit more fineage for him. And I think we're going to go to this reptile show that's in Denver in like 3 weeks, I think. It's, we've never been. It's this big, huge expo. And I think we'll go at some point to just see all the stuff they have and see what else they have info-wise or product-wise for Carter. Yeah. Yeah. Boop-a-doop-doop-a-doo. Boop-a-doop-doop-a-doo. Cartier. Cartier. Ah, there. Doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Doobie-doobie-doo. Oh, I was supposed to add another little thingy on the end there, but I didn't do it. That's okay, I'll do it this time. These guys. We'll be happy when I turn the radio back on. We've turned it on like more like 80s mix music for them. Took it off. Obviously, the Christmas music ended, and I miss it. I miss the Christmas music. I gotta say, at least for these guys, because it was just so nice. And what's funny is every time I come up here, I swear, like 2 out of 3 times they're playing a Madonna song. So these guys are getting a lot of Madonna. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they're getting a lot of it. I still want to find, I've been trying to find classical. I just, it's just a regular radio. It's not like a special Wi-Fi radio or anything. But, may have to look at something like that, because it's just, for like an antenna, it's just got like a wire. And I don't know if it's just not strong enough, or if radio is just not really, I have no idea. I don't listen to the radio. Like, I don't ever. The only time I listen to the radio is when I'm in the car with my husband. Like, if I'm in his car, the radio is usually on. But I haven't turned the radio on in my car in at least a year. At least. I thankfully live really close to work and don't have to, don't have that much time. I usually have downloaded some YouTube videos and I'll listen to those, but I don't listen to music as much as I used to. Not even close. I know I'll get back to it at some point, but man, we're getting a lot done today on this, aren't we? Hope you're getting a lot done on whatever you're working on. Crazies. All you crazy people out there. That's a lot. A lot. Ah, sorry, I hit the phone again. I keep hitting the phone. There we go. This is so nice. So nice. Stretch. I've been really lucky this year. Barely been sick this season. Not like last year. Last year, my husband and I were sick all the time. I think it was just part of getting used to. He had started working in a new place with a lot of people, and neither one of us were used to. I'm trying to think if that's our married last year. Was that our first or second year? I can never remember. I'm really bad at that. So we're both bad at that. We were married in 16. I can't do the math. I can't do the calendar math. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's funny. Can't do calendar math. Oh, you can do you think you can do calendar math? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Sailor's like, come on over, buddy. Popeye's like, I don't know. Gosh, you look fat, guys. I mean, I'm okay with you being sassy and fat. I mean, you're happy. That's all we want, is for you to be happy. And I want to figure out what I'm doing here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me come way over here. So 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Right there. There we go. So, yeah, so what I need to do is I need to go through the 3 the unbegun projects, and see what I'm missing for floss. But I don't know, part of me is kind of like, no, wait, because I still got so much stuff. I'm really starting to like hammer home Rainy Waterloo Place though. Really starting to hammer it home. It's funny because I'm like, oh, I'm on the home stretch, and I'm maybe halfway there. Maybe halfway. But I'm so much further along on that piece than I am on a lot of the others, so that's why I feel like that. Have any of you guys ever read a book called The Monstrumologist? It's actually a series. I can't remember the guy that did it. It's kind of a young adult series, but it's more of an adult, I think, kind of book. I'm trying to remember. Was that Jim Butcher? I don't remember who did it. Somebody who did it, but then moved on to other series. I can't remember right now who it was, but oh, I really like those books. The second one is the best. The fourth one is the worst, because he only wrote 4, and I think he had it in his mind to write a long series, but I think he probably was like the first couple, maybe even the third, he was like really into it, and then by the 4th, I think he was probably just contractually obligated to finish the 4th. Didn't want to because he obviously gotten excited about doing something else. And oh, because it just wasn't very good. And, but if you read the first 3, they're really, really good. Really, really good. Really, really good. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Bonk. Bonk, bonk. That's all the stitching I have today for the Stitch With Me. Oh, we got a lot done though. We got all that done and up to here, so we got all that done. That's pretty good. I'm just turning around here for a second and seeing what I got on the wall that I need to work on. Oh, poor Boba Fett. Boba Fett, where are you, Boba Fett? Charity. Yep. Gotta get you done. Turn the other side. Oh. All my new stuff's over here. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. That's gonna be cool. Alright, I gotta go downstairs, start uploading this, getting ready to go for the Golden Retriever thingy thing, and I'll let you guys know how that was later. I'll see you, I'm doing an interlude video later today. I'll get that up hopefully tomorrow, Tuesday at the latest, and then the weekly update. I have a lot of stitching done this week, because I still got a lot of stitching in me for this week, that's for sure. But I'll see you guys real soon. Take care and have fun. Stay warm. See ya.